Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Are you planning on going to Jamaica for the holidays? Are you already in Jamaica? Do you need a reliable car, an SUV or a minibus to rent? Well, look no further. Call Pat's Car Rental now for great prices and even greater services. Pat's Car Rental, they are located at 9 Louis Street in Savannah, Lamar, but they do airport pickups and drop-offs. A representative from Pat's Car Rental, they'll meet you at the airport with your vehicle and drop you off at no extra cost when you are ready to leave. Call or WhatsApp Pat's Car Rental at 876-358-4384 and 876-919-2297. Also, you can call them straight at 876-918-0431. Pat's Car Rental. They are fully endorsed by Popeye News Links for trustworthiness and reliability. Call or WhatsApp them now. Now, in today's journey, we are still in the parish of Trelawney. We are heading towards St. James. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, a 39-year-old guy from a Kingston address. He's now in police custody in Negril. I'm not going to be releasing his name as yet because he's not yet charged. But what we are learning is that yesterday morning, Saturday, December 9, almost 12 midday, this guy, he went to a popular supermarket in Negril. We are told that he presented a check made out to the supermarket from a high school in Hanover, school's canteen account. This check amounted to almost $500,000 Jamaican dollars. The guy, he also presented an identification card bearing the name Oral Williams with the school's name embedded on the ID. He also presented a performer invoice for food items amounting to almost $500,000 Jamaican dollars. Remember now, this was Saturday and school is out. We are told that the items were being packaged to be handed over to this honest looking gentleman, but luckily, the manager for the supermarket had the cell phone number for a senior member of staff at the school. A call was made to the person and it was revealed that no one was employed to the school named Oral Williams, and no Oral Williams was sanctioned by the school to do any business on the school's behalf. As a result, the police were called in and the guy, he was taken into police custody. It was found out that the ID and the check were forged. Like I said, as soon as this guy is charged, I'm going to be telling you who he is. Vigilance is what saved the day, and vigilance should be practiced in our everyday lives. Over in Portmore, a dispatch supervisor and 2 sales representatives, they have been arrested and charged for larceny as a servant and conspiracy to steal. The sum involved is almost 20 million Jamaican dollars. The dispatch supervisor, his name is Harold Burrell. He is 38 years old and he's living at McCook's Pen in Spanish Town. The sales representatives, they are Nathaniel Sutherland. He is 31 years old and he's living at Mandela Close in Portmore. The other sales rep is Conrod Abrahams. He is 40 years old and he's living at Mount Friendship in St. Andrew. All 3 guys, they are employed to Confectionery and Snacks Limited at Nagozed Industrial Complex in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are told that an audit was done at the company and several irregularities were detected. An investigation was carried out and it was revealed that between March and November of this year, Harold Burrell, the dispatch supervisor, whenever the sales rep are going on the road, he would give them additional undocumented goods. The sales rep then sold the goods and the profit is split between them and the dispatch supervisor. We are also told that persons have confessed about their roles in this scheme. You see, let me tell you something. You see, when you see people have them pretty this or that, don't grudge them for it, because none of us know how them come by it. Work hard for your own. So these three guys, they'll be going to the courts shortly. This next incident, it took place early Friday morning, December 8th, about 5:30. It took place at Spring Garden District in the Little London area of Westmoreland. Our information is that a team of police officers, acting on intelligence, they carried out a raid at a 3-apartment boardhouse. On the approach of the police, we are told that a guy named Tony of a George's Plain address, he ran from the house. 2 other males were still in the house. They also searched and bingo. Now, if you look on your screen, that black and silver 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 15 rounds of 9mm cartridges was found underneath a pillar in a red handkerchief in the back room. As a result, the 2 guys who were in the house, they were taken into police custody and charged. They are, and yes, this is the name of a male. They are Dianna Oshia Porter, but he is popularly known as Kirk. He is 33 years old. And Shavane Clive Porter, he is 31 years old. Both of them are farmers and they live in the house. So both of them are facing firearm related charges and they'll be going to the courts shortly. Tony, he's wanted by the police. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And officers, job well done. This next incident, it took place at Hermitage in the Betheltown area of Westmoreland. It took place Thursday night, December 7, about minutes to 8 o'clock. We are learning that 3 persons in their 20s, to include male and female, they were in their home when they were surprised by hoodlums firing shots at the house. The hoodlums, they fired shots damaging a window. They also shut off the lock to the front door. The hoodlums, they then entered the house and robbed the occupants of cash, phones, laptops, and the camera system for the house. They then made good their escape on foot in the area. Luckily, none of the occupants of the house were harmed. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 10 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, we are learning that a guy, he's said to be either in his late 20s or early 30s, but he's called Rojay. We are told that Rojay, he was shot and injured by an off-duty policeman at the 24/7 sports bar on Jimmy-Cliff Boulevard in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. This took place early this morning, about minutes after 12 midnight. Our information is that Rojay and a female, they were seen in a fight, and the off-duty policeman, he introduced himself to them as a police officer. We are told that he intervened and parted them. Moments later, it is said that the female, she went to the police and told him that Rojay was still harassing her. It is said that the policeman, he went to Rojay and warned him to leave the young lady alone. The allegations are that Rojay, he became boisterous and pulled a ratchet knife from his waist and opened it. It is said that the policeman told Rojay to drop the knife, and it is alleged that Rojay, he uttered a few words and advanced towards the policeman with the knife. The policeman, it is alleged, drew his gun and fired 2 shots, hitting Rojay. Rojay, he fell to the ground with the knife in his hand. He was subsequently rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was treated and admitted. Now, listen to me carefully. What I just outlined is what is being alleged. If you were there and I know saw it go, please give a statement to Indicom. Alright? Now, in this next story, this one took place at the newly constructing Rio Hotel construction site at Cooper's Pen in the parish of Trelawney. It took place yesterday afternoon, Saturday, December 9, about 1:30. We are learning that a hard-working gentleman, his name is Dwight Taylor, but he was popularly known as Dawgy or Tallman. He was born on March 8, 1977, 46 years old, and he was a mason living at Glendevan in the parish of St. James. We are told that Tallman and other workers, they were working on the 9th floor of the building. Which floor did I just say? They were working on the 9th floor of the building. Our information is that an argument developed between Tallman and other workers over building materials. It is said that Tallman fell. Well, some persons are saying that Tallman was pushed. Tallman, he fell through an aqueduct of the building. Now, do you remember which floor Tallman was on? He was on the 9th floor. So, Tallman, he fell through the aqueduct and landed on the ground floor. As a result, he received serious injuries. Tallman, he was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. So the question is, was Tallman pushed or did he fell? The police, they are carrying out investigations. Sad indeed. In this next story, where is Keneisha Moodie and her brother Kenrick Moodie? Many persons might have seen a video being circulated with a male and a female who were apparently murdered and being buried. I did some checks and those bodies were not found by the police. There is also a voice note being circulated. Someone is trying to shape a narrative. I won't say much as yet because we continue to dig. Stand by. More to come. We're not going to jump the gun, you know. We are taking our time and digging, and we are going to ensure that we bring you the correct information. Stand by. In this next story, those 2 brothers on your screen. The one on your left is Odane Thompson, but he was popularly known as OhOh. He was born on May 24, 2003, 20 years old, and we are not sure if he was still working there up to last week, but he was employed at the Hyatt Hotel as a housekeeper. His brother's name is Jevaughn Thompson, but he was popularly known as Javi. Javi was born on June 29, 2005, 18 years old. We are told that Javi, he was a trained chef. We are told that both brothers, they are from Salt Spring Road, but they both lived at a house at Farmview in the Greenpond area of St. James. Now, we did some checks and both brothers, they were dabbling in music. If you go on YouTube, search Javi VC and search OhOh Dan Vivo. That's spelled OhOhDon Vivo. Javi VC is spelled JAVIVC. Go on YouTube and listen the type of music that they were putting out. Boy, may I tell you, you know. Now, We are learning that about 2 o'clock yesterday morning, Saturday, December 9, a group of hoodlums, armed with M16 and AK-47 rifles, as also handguns, they went to the house where both brothers were fast asleep. The hoodlums woke them up, chat with them for a while, then executed both of them. It wasn't until about 6 o'clock yesterday morning. Residents, they went and made checks. We are told that OhOh, he was seen lying on his back in the living room, and Javi, he was seen lying on his side on his bed. The police, they were called, and when they inspected both brothers, OhOh, he had gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body, and Javi, he received gunshot wounds to his face and his upper body. They appear to have died from early in the morning when they were attacked. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 11 5.56, 16 9mm, and 3 7.62 spent shells were recovered from the scene. So the hoodlums, they fired at least 30 bullets to get rid of these two brothers, and this was at close range. Imagine that for a moment. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. Now, in the final story for today, that man on your screen, his name is William Webb, but he was popularly known as Babar Roots, and he lived at Darliston in the parish of Westmoreland. Many years ago, Baba, he was once a Rasta man, and he could be seen walking around with his box on his head in the parishes of Westmoreland, St. James, and St. Elizabeth, selling the roots that he made. Baba Roots, it got a buzz when dancehall DJ Bounty Killer included the roots in one of his songs. In that verse of the song, Bounty Killer said, "Warlord no falter, backbone strong like the rock of Gibraltar. Worse, me go mix Baba Roots with all the Malta." You ever hear that song? Well, truth be told, that song was being played a lot in dancehalls, and from then, Baba Roots became internationally known. Baba, he has had anger management issues. He has had his fair run-ins with the law after being involved in conflicts. In fact, Baba, he was once a licensed firearm holder, but he ended up losing that gun after he and a guy were involved in a conflict in the Darliston Square. It is alleged that Baba, he pulled the gun on the guy. Baba, he was charged by the police, but I'm not sure what's the outcome of that case. What I'm sure about is that Baba's licensed gun, it was not returned to him by the FLA. A gun that could have saved his life, and I am in no way trying to blame the FLA for anything, because truth be told, it is incumbent on the licensed firearm holder to avoid certain fracas. Am I right or am I right? Well, we are told that minutes after 4 o'clock this morning, Sunday, December 10, 4 hoodlums went to Baba Roots' home. It's on the same property that the Baba Roots drink is manufactured. An old man was on the veranda of the house. The hoodlums, they used duct tape to bound this man. They then gained entry to Baba's house. Now, I'm not sure if they went in through the door or a window. While the hoodlums were in Baba's house, we are told that a struggle ensued with Baba and them. And Baba, he was heard bawling out for murder and bam! The hoodlums, they then searched the house and left. Checks were made and Babar, he was found with gunshot wounds to his head. He died on the spot. Once again, another Jamaican employer is killed by hoodlums. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the